This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast, or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Coming live to you here in Frederick, Oklahoma, on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Billy Palmer along with Vincent Saylor. It's a cold night here in Frederick at the Bomber Bowl, but we've got 2A football for you tonight between the Frederick Bombers and the Chandler Lions. Good to have you with me, Vincent.
Billy, great to see you.
Yeah.
Great to be back in the booth with you. It's been a while. Enjoyed a season with Elgin, and you guys stayed with Cash. But glad to be here tonight to watch some 2A quarterfinal football between the Frederick Bombers and the Chandler Lions. Looking forward to a fun night tonight here. Did you say with the Bomber Bowl?
It's called the Bomber Bowl, sir.
All right.
Yes, yeah. So both teams coming off a win last week in the first round. Both teams also coming in at 8-3. Chandler beating Hennessy last week 48-16, and Frederick going on the road to Davis, and I had some family that was actually at that game, pulling for Davis. But they went and won the game. They're 12-6, and the weather was really bad last week in a lot of places, and it was no different there. And so Frederick, they're lower seeded team, but they're getting to host this week. Pause there for a moment of prayer. I want to thank our sponsors. The game sponsor is Bank First. They're the sponsor for the entire game. Bank First is proud to support the Frederick Bombers on their way to a state championship. Loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to the Bombers, and loyal to you. Member FDIC. I want to thank our other sponsors as well. Subway, United Supermarket, and Morningstar Construction. Subway, 800 South Main, brings new bold flavors along with old favorites to satisfied guests every day. You can go to United Supermarket, 315 North Main here in Frederick, or Morningstar Construction. Their goal is to provide customers with quality workmanship at affordable prices. We'll take a break and come back here in just a minute on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Coast Technology Group specializes in audio, video, and lighting for schools, house of worship, home, and business. Work with our team's engineers to design the right system for your conference rooms, video telecommunications, stadiums, auditoriums, video walls, home theater, and automation.
Whether your next project is large or small, let our team with over 150 years of combined experience help design the right system with simple, reliable technology.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, and quite the pageantry here at the Bomber Bowl. We had some Top Gun action. They bring the players in as the Bombers are about to come onto the field. They've got a little airplane that they're throwing out there as well, the FHS Spirit, it says, as we get set for this 2A playoff matchup between the Frederick Bombers and the Chandler Lions. Vincent, give us some of the players we should be looking out for tonight.
Yeah, man, that was some good stuff right there. I'm a little pumped here. I mean, talk to me, Goose. So we've got so for the Bombers, you've got Adrian Gayton. He's a senior. He's got 8 touchdowns on the year, 1,409 yards throwing the ball. We've also got Willie Kramer. Willie Kramer's a sophomore. He's got 21 TDs on the year, over 1,000 yards rushing. So look for him to get the ball a ton on the outside there. And then Alfred Cathy. He's got 104 tackles on defense, and then on offense he's their big play guy on the outside as far as receiver goes. He's got almost 900 yards receiving on the year and 8 touchdowns. So those 3 are kind of their main guys that they go to and do a lot of things with. So be an interesting matchup tonight. Cathy looks the part, no doubt about it. I mean, he's 6'5", 190, and kind of looking at him across the field over there, he looks the part. So look forward to watching him play tonight. And then obviously Kramer at the running back spot does a lot of damage. But Chandler's also got some very good kids on their team as well. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. Frederick kind of came out on that Davis win last week, kind of a little bit unexpected. So Chandler's looking to move on, and so is Frederick. At the end of the day, it's win or go home, so that's all that matters. And that's the fun part about it.
And I got to think there might be a little home field advantage of some kind here. The crowd's definitely on both sides kind of wild. By the way, we're on a pretty low level here, so to hear a lot of the fans, well, we're basically right amongst them. And Adam Gutierrez out there braving the cold weather as well with the camera. I might have some fans to walk through, jump up, so you might see some fans in the shop. That's just what it looks like at 2A football. We have been to every side of the visitor press box over here. We've been on every level, all 3 of them.
Set up a couple different times, but we're here and ready to rock and roll. It's going to be a fun one, though. And like I said, it's fun to kind of be right here with a lot of times in the 4A and 5A games, stuff like that. We're kind of away from the crowd and up in the big press boxes. But this is kind of fun because we're right here in the midst of the crowd. The Chandler fans have been gracious to us and allowed Adam to set up and not get in his way. And then across the way, obviously, it looks like Frederick brought a lot of people here tonight for their home game. So should be a fun one.
2A football is what I grew up with. This is what I grew up playing. So this is something
very different from what I grew up with.
This is It's a little different. It feels very familiar. I mean, it's a smaller town, but
the entrance.
The entrance was amazing.
The entrance was awesome.
And what you see here is this is playoff football, but both sides are packed. We've got propane heaters out here. This is wild. I love it here.
See a lot of camouflage.
We do see. I brought some. Look. I brought some camouflage gloves. I knew I would fit in with that.
It's a little chilly down here.
About 2 minutes away until kickoff. We will also not have a game clock for you tonight. We will make sure to tell you the time as we go throughout the game. Just the setup doesn't really allow for that, as Chandler won the toss and elected to defer.
No, I think Frederick won the toss and deferred.
Okay.
So neither of us know much about these teams, so it's going to be fun to kind of learn as we go. Obviously, we know some of their big starters and their big guys that we got some stats earlier in the week. But it'll be interesting to kind of see how these teams match up. Both of them like to kind of keep the ball on the ground. Both of them are balanced. Should be interesting. Got some good players on both sides of the ball, so should be a fun game. And at the end of the day, it's win or go home. So you're playing for a ton here. If you're a senior, you don't want it to end here tonight.
Chandler in the white, receiving the ball, going from left to right on the screen. Frederick in the all red. As we are close to kickoff here, got a lot of milk cartons with beans or coins or something. I don't even know what it is. It's really loud. I was kind of waiting for some cowbell, some Mississippi State action here.
This is fun, though.
It's nice to get this is my first trip out to the Bomber Bowl. So
it's my first trip to Frederick.
I've been to Frederick before. We'll also keep you aware of some scores also. Now, wherever you're joining us from tonight, we thank you for joining us, whether you're watching us on Facebook or on YouTube. You can also catch us on oksportsnet.com or any of the streaming platforms. Find the Oklahoma Sports Network app and download that. And we are on the OS1 channel tonight. There's other games going on around the state as well that OSN is covering.
Blanchard Cushing,
Walters Ringling. Should be a good one. Walters Ringling, while the upstart Walters had a really good year. That Cushing game ought to be really interesting.
The Berkowitz boys, let's see if they can do some things tonight. Also, we've got Del City and Carl Albert on both OSN schools on the networks tonight. It's that time of the year, though, where it's all good football and kind of winding its way down to see who's going to carry that golden football.
Yeah, these are all good teams at this point, all coming off victories last week. I like how the state did it this year to where every team is going to be playing in the finals on the same weekend, so you still know where you're at throughout the week. It used to be that 2A was the biggest class, and so they usually played a week longer.
Yeah.
So we pause for the national anthem. We are ready for some football here in Frederick, Oklahoma at the Bomber Bowl. The Chandler Lions will have the ball on offense first. Love the atmosphere. I do like this. We're used to kind of doing some bigger schools from time to time, and the atmosphere at bigger schools, it can still be good, especially in Oklahoma, Texas, you're from Louisiana. In the football-rich states, it's still going to be good. Man, the smaller you get, this is the place where the entire town comes out. Everything is closed down in town. Hopefully we can get some food on the way home. Hopefully there's people in town working somewhere.
Driving around, you kind of saw some of the Go Bombers and things on some of the businesses in downtown area and things like that. So it's always fun and always awesome, and looking forward to this one. Alec Jackson is the quarterback for Chandler. He's going to lead the team out here when they are able to get the ball. I'm surprised, too, by some of the size of some of these kids. Both teams look fairly big and don't look like your normal 2A type of team.
Frederick will be kicking off from right to left on your screen.
Whoa, that kind of ended abruptly.
Number 56, Logan Biggs. You don't see a lot of big boy kickers like this. He's 6'1", 246. Shout out to my brother-in-law who got to watch him at Davis last week. He said he likes the kid. He said he kicked the ball pretty well, and he can run really well. He said he's fun to watch.
Playoff football, here we go.
Casman Hill, one of the guys back deep for the Chandler Lions. And it's going to go to number 11. That's Ty Garver, who cuts it up the right side. Tries to go back to his left. He's going to be thrown down right inside the 10. And that's where the Chandler Lions will start off.
Yeah, we're kind of at that field level, so it's going to be difficult for us to figure out kind of where we are as far as field positions and things like that. But good coverage there by the Frederick Bombers.
So the Chandler Lions will take over at the 10-yard line. Alec Jackson at quarterback for the Lions.
Yeah, the standouts for the Bombers on the defensive side of the ball are number 30, Alfred Cathy, number 55, Elijah Peel. You find those two guys, you'll kind of find where the ball is. A bunch of tackles on the year. Cathy has over 100. Peel has about 80.
And quarterback is going to keep. He's got a lot of room to the 40, 45, 50, being chased from behind. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he cuts it back in, and he's going to be just short, but a big play, the first play of the game.
Yeah, I'm glad I was talking about the defense right there on that play.
Yeah.
But Alec Jackson obviously is a very good quarterback and kind of did a zone read there, and defensive end bit with the running back, and he kept it and went a long, long way there for the big play on the first play of scrimmage. Gets the ball inside of the 5-yard line here.
85-yard run. Start off the game by Alec Jackson, the 6'3", 205 junior for Chandler. Two men in the backfield, Blake Rickner and Casman Hill. Handoff is going to be to Hill. Cuts it back in, but I don't think he's going to get in. Maybe gains about 1 yard there. Going to be second and goal from the 4.
Yeah, a little bit short right there. Just decided to run a I formation power and couldn't find a hole, and brings up second down here.
Ball will be actually on the 2-yard line. 11:15 left to go here in the first quarter. As Jackson gets the ball, he's going to keep it and walk it in for a touchdown. Chandler Lions strike first here at Bomber Stadium with a 6-0 lead. Not even a minute into this game.
Yeah, just a quarterback sneak right there. Decided to offset the defensive lineman and was able to just follow his blockers right in there for the 2-yard touchdown.
Landon Miller is a freshman kicker for the Lions.
Only right for Alec Jackson to get that touchdown after the long 85-yard run.
Snap is kind of high, but the kick is going to be good. 7-0 your score. You're watching 2A football here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Coast Technology Group specializes in audio, video, and lighting for schools, house of worship, home, and business. Work with our team's engineers to design the right system for your conference rooms, video telecommunications, stadiums, auditoriums, video walls, home theater, and automation. Whether your next project is large or small, let our team with over 150 years of combined experience help design the right system with simple, reliable technology.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, the Chandler Lions strike first at 7-0. The big play, an 85-yard quarterback keeper by junior Alec Jackson for the Chandler Lions. Chandler gets set to kick this one off. Back deep for the Bombers is number 6, Talon Sheffield, the 5'9" sophomore.
Yeah, the way he's lining up here looks like it might be a little pooch kick or squibber. But so number 9 over here and needs to probably be prepared. May see a fair catch.
.11:03 in this first quarter. Kick, and it is going to be a high one. And Willie Kramer takes the ball at the 30 and cuts it up in the middle. They're going to be tackled at the 35-yard line. That's where the Frederick Bombers will take over to start their first drive of this game.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of Willie Kramer tonight at the running back position. Like I said, had over 1,000 yards rushing on the year, 21 touchdowns. So obviously they like to get the ball to him early and often. Also on the outside, you're going to see number 30. We talked about him a little bit on defense. Alfred Cathy, he's got 837 yards during the regular season and 8 touchdowns.
Gayton goes up under center and is going to hand the ball off on the left side. Gain of about 2 on the play. That time, number 1, Kellen Hicks on the carry.
Yeah, just kind of like a little inside trap play there, kind of a reverse. And great job by the Lions to stay at home on the backside. Brings up a 2nd and medium here.
10:29 left to go here in the first quarter. Man goes into motion. Quarterback's going to drop back to pass. Put some pressure on him. Got a man wide open in the flat, and it's caught up to the 45 midfield, 45-40, where he's finally drugged down at the 35.
Yeah, just a well-designed screen right there. Able to get, oh, we got a flag, though. Oh, nope, fell out of his pocket, I think. But, yeah, just a well-designed screen play right there. Faked the ball to Cathy on the end around and kind of snuck Kramer out. And then followed his blocks pretty good for a big yardage gain there.
Ball all the way up to the 37 now. 10:05 left to go here in the first quarter. As Dayton kind of runs out of the shotgun here. He's going to hand the ball off right up the middle. Man, nice tough running all the way down to the 33-yard line. Gain of 4.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, he's a good running back, and
we might have a shootout here tonight.
Yeah, it looks like it so far. Powerful running back, though. Obviously, if you're able to score 21 touchdowns in 10 games,
yes, absolutely.
I mean, you're doing something right. So going with the empty formation here.
Kramer goes to the bottom of your screen.
Now they're bringing him in motion here. The
quarterback's going to keep it. Oh, my, big hit. That's a 30-yard line.
Yeah, fake the speed sweep there, and Gayton kept it and gained a couple yards there. Brings up a 3rd and short, though. So big play right here. Probably 4-down territory. You're at the 30-yard line. So got 2 downs to potentially pick this up unless you get a big lost yardage play for some reason. Kind of a wildcat formation here with Kramer in the backfield.
Kramer puts a man in motion. Snap is to Kramer. He's going to keep it. Looking for some room to run, but nowhere to go at all. Bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, good job there staying home by the Lions defensive end. Kind of was unblocked, and Kramer tried to use his athletic ability to get outside of him, but good job of staying home and creating the tackle there. Brings up a 4th down here. Big play in the game, obviously early in the game, but after the long touchdown drive by Chandler, you want to try and get a response this early in the game.
The play comes in from the sidelines.
I like it. A little huddle. Don't often see
huddles that very much anymore
these days.
Getting the quarterback. Kramer to the right.
I think we're going to talk this one over a little since it's a big play here in the game.
We'll take that timeout with them here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
Fourth down and 3 for the Frederick Bombers. 8:09 left to go. Pass is thrown on the right side edge, just a tad too far. He did have Alfred Cathy running open. Overshot him. Will be turned over on downs.
Yeah, Kathy's their go-to guy right there. Kind of tried to do a hitch and go, thinking that the corner was going to bite, and he did. Just a little bit overthrown there, though, and turnover on downs. Gets the ball back to the Lions.
So Alec Jackson still in the quarterback for the Chandler Lions. Casper Hill in the backfield behind him. Looks to the sideline for the play. Well,
you got all the
listen. You got a good crowd here. They knew to quiet down a little bit. They're trying to
well trained.
Yep. The handoff is to Hill. Bounces around. There's going to be a flag in the backfield as Hill bounces out to the midfield. 45-40. He's going to be thrown out of bounds. There is a flag.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. Yep.
Going to be a hold.
Yeah, already indicated it was a hold. So going to bring that one back. But yeah, the Bombers had everybody within 3 or 4 yards of that line of scrimmage. So if they continue to kind of play that tight, if you kind of get by that first line of defense, it's going to be long runs.
Chandler will be moved back. Will be placed on the 20-yard line. Be first down and 20 now for Chandler. Hill still in the backfield behind Jackson.
Kathy's playing that safety spot, and he just kind of roams around and tries to find the ball and come up and make big tackles.
Kind of a bad snap. I hand it off to Hill, and he's going to be tackled at the 24-yard line. 24-yard line, gain of 4. Bring up a 2nd and 16 now for Chandler.
Yeah, just kind of an outside zone run out of the gun. Tried to find some blockers and some space, but really couldn't find much area, so brings up a 2nd and long here. Obviously not where you like to be if you're an offense.
2 receivers to the top of your screen. The ball's handed off to Casman Hill again. The exact same play. And Frederick, one of the Frederick players, was begging for a hold over there.
Yeah, on the outside here. I wasn't able to get it, but another outside zone run this time. Saw the little hole to the outside and was able to get a couple more yards than that last time. So it brings up a 3rd and manageable here.
3rd
Not
and
where
9
you'd
now.
like to be, but 3rd and 9 is doable.
Be a big stop for Frederick here after the opening drive by Chandler, and then the turnover on downs.
Yeah, it definitely would be. You got an empty backfield here. Now he is bringing 10 in.
Hill goes into motion, fakes to Hill. Jackson's going to keep it. Cuts outside, falls, is blocked. Gets to midfield, cuts it back in, 45 down to the 39-yard line. That'll be a first down for Chandler.
Yeah, fake the speed sweep there to 10 across and cut back underneath here to the near side of the field and was able to pick up a big chunk of yardage there.
That'll put him over 100 yards.
Yeah, already 100 with the touchdown.
As Jackson looks to the sideline, so Hill on the backfield, 2 receivers to the top of your screen.
Yeah, coach saw something that he wanted to change there, and it looks like he's changing it back now maybe. The Bombers switch defensive linemen.
And if it's going to be to Hill, does a nice little job of bouncing that outside. Still on his feet. Tough to bring him down. Going to be brought down inside the 30.
Yeah, just kind of ran into the back of his offensive lineman, but was able to kind of jump cut outside and pick up another big yardage play.
Be another first down for Chandler. 6:08 left to go here in the first quarter. Entire game brought to you by Bank First. Appreciate their sponsorship. So far, it's been the Allie Jackson show for the Chandler Lions. As he hands the ball off to Hill, gets 25, makes another man miss all the way down to the 21. Gain of 7 on the play.
Yeah, they clearly like something on this right side of the offensive line. I mean, that's kind of where that's where their bread is buttered, I guess you could say, and they've done a good job tonight of picking up big yardage behind that right side of the offensive line.
They kind of slow it down here a little bit. We've seen some huddling tonight. I don't see that a whole lot.
Yeah, no, you don't see that often at all. So, but still check to the sidelines to see if they want to change the play or.
Man gives him motion, but the handoff will be. Hill got a big hole. Cuts it out to the right. Going to get down to the 12-yard line.
Yeah, picks up another first down going right. Like I said, I mean, they found something on that side of the offensive line or the defensive line, whatever way you want to see it. And they're picking up big chunks of yardage at a time. Kind of gave the little dead leg there cut.
Frederick really needing a stop here. So far, been all Chandler early in this game. Just under 5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Jackson in total control of this game on offense. With a handoff again to Hill. He makes that first little jump move every time. Tries to make a man miss. Doesn't get anywhere this time.
Yeah, number 55 there, Elijah Peel, is another one of their players that has a lot of tackles on the year, has 78 tackles on the year during the regular season, and kind of got in there untouched and didn't fall for the jump cut. Was able to bring him down for a lost yardage play.
Jackson, the lone man in the backfield this time. 2 men to the top, 1 man at the bottom. Hill goes into motion. And usually when they fake that, he's going to keep the ball and fights through a few people, still on his feet, dragging down inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, good patient run right there. Didn't really have much of a hole, but kind of slithered and slid and was able to gain 6 or 7 yards there. Brings up a third. Looks like they can pick up the.
Yeah, they can pick up the first down.
Pick up a first down here without scoring. But obviously, if you're Chandler, you want to punch it in right here. Same formation last time as the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, they're going to do it again. And
not sure.
I don't think he got in this time.
He didn't get in, but the question is, did he get the
first down? I'll rely on you because I cannot see from here.
I can't see.
Okay.
I can't see. If he is short, it's not by much because they're kind of looking.
It is going to be a first down.
Yep.
They're going to give him first down.
Gives them 4 more downs here. Line up in that same formation, so probably a quarterback sneak again.
Jackson's going to keep it.
Yep.
In for the touchdown. 13-0 now your score. Jackson with 2 touchdowns in this game.
Yeah, the offensive line right now is just kind of having their way. Pushing Frederick off the ball, and
Frederick's going to have to find an answer for this run game.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to. It's an important drive coming up here. Obviously, it's not a must score, but for momentum and things like that, probably want to get a good drive going here.
Landon Miller set to attempt the extra point for Chandler.
Got it.
This is up and good. 14-0 your score. You're watching 2A state football here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, 14-0 your score. Chandler Lions in complete control of this game. Frederick Bombers really need a response here. This has been the Alec Jackson show so far. Well over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Alec Jackson and Hill are both doing some damage on the ground, usually through the right side of the offensive line. And like I said, Frederick's going to have to find an answer.
The ball's put on the ground, and boy, very luckily.
Yeah. Kramer was able to get on top of it. A lot of times when those short kicks are like that, you want your returner to fair catch it, but obviously Kramer's one of their best athletes. So
I think he kind of got bailed out by his guy, the blocker in front of him. He kind of landed at his feet.
Yeah, kind of kicked the ball back a little and was able to get on top of it.
3:21 left to go here in the first quarter.
But yeah, may in the future decide to just go ahead and throw that hand up and fair catch it right there.
Alex Matthews, Willie Kramer in the backfield behind Gate, and pitch is going to be to Kramer, who cuts it out right. Nowhere to go, cuts it back into the middle. Might get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, great job of penetration right there by the Chandler Lions. Nowhere to go for Kramer, but good job of him in making that first man miss and able to at least get it back close to the line.
2nd and 10 now for the Frederick Bombers.
Yeah, Chandler's just controlling the line on both sides of the ball, both on the offensive line and the defensive line. So Frederick's going to have to find something to counteract that.
Gaten's going to drop back to pass and throws a deep one up, and there's some miscommunication, or the outside receiver made a double move there. It was overthrown, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, tried to go outside there to number 22, but good coverage on the backside by number 11 and number 6 for the Chandler Lions. Brings up a 3rd and long here, and
they really need to get Kathy involved, I think.
They need to get Kathy involved, and Kramer's got to be able to find a hole.
Three receivers to the bottom of your screen. Kathy at the very bottom. As Gaten drops back to pass, being pressured is picked up, and pass ball is incomplete. And if he caught it, it would have been short. So it's going to be 4th down now for Frederick.
Yeah, not a bad throw right there, but a little bit low. So number 22 had to try to slide to catch it. And like you said, if he would have caught it, it would have been short, but would have maybe made would have possibly went for it. You'd have been about 4th and 2 or 3, but 4th and 10, obviously, on this side of the 50, you want to punt it away. Mr. Do-it-all Kathy back there. Going to punt it away.
Yeah, Tyler was the intended receiver on that. Wow. Kathy, nice high kick, and it's fair catch called for back at the 24-yard line. That's where Chandler will take over again with 2:29 left to go here in the first quarter. Thank you for joining us wherever you're joining us from tonight. It's a cold one here at the Bomber Bowl.
It is a little chilly.
Glad you joined us nonetheless. Made not too bad of a little trip over here from Lawton.
No, not at all. Let's see if the Bombers have made any type of adjustments here on the right side of the offensive line.
Jackson looks to the sideline. Caswin Hill in the backfield.
Kathy's coming up from his safety spot.
Stephon Mackey at the bottom of your screen. And if it's going to be to Hill again, another decent game. Breaks tackle. It's out to the 35. All the way up to the 39-yard line. Gain of 15 that time for Hill.
Yeah, just another one of those kind of little jump cuts. Kind of has an unorthodox style of running, but it definitely works. A good job by the Chandler offensive line to get some push, and Hill was able to find a hole and pick up another 15 yards.
I was trying to figure out how to explain how he runs. He's kind of hoppy. He's kind of hops around a little bit.
Yeah. And it doesn't look like he's going
he's not going too
far,
fast.
but next thing you know, he's 20 yards downfield.
Yeah. Gets the ball again, this time right up the middle. At the 45, where he's thrown down really, really hard. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 4.
Wholesale changes here by the Bombers on the defensive line.
I'm impressed by the size of some of the guys here. Frederick. Yeah,
definitely. Kathy is
for sure.
Very, very big and athletic looking.
And off to Hill again off the right side. 45, 40, 35 on his feet. Cuts it back out to the outside, and it's going to be tackled inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they're kind of running the same play. It's just kind of an outside zone play, and he has the opportunity to cut it back underneath the tight end if there's a hole there, but a lot of times he's bouncing it to the outside and picking up big chunks of yards as he goes.
All the way down to the 29-yard line, right at a minute left here.
In the first quarter.
Early scores around the state. Washington leads OCS 6-3 in the second quarter. Millwood up 6-0 over Lindsay. The ball handed off to Hill again. This is more time of a straight run. Cuts it back in, and can't really tell where he gets to. A big run nonetheless.
It'll bring up a 1st and goal. Can't really tell where exactly on the field, maybe the 2 or the 3-yard line. So look for an Alex Jackson quarterback sneak again, maybe. See what formation they come out in.
35 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. First quarter dominated by the Chandler Lions.
Nope, they're in the I formation here. So
he's going to go up under center again. It's time the handoff
to the left
is
side.
to Hill. Stays on his feet. He's going to be in for the touchdown.
Yeah,
20-0 now your score.
Yeah, got in on that second effort there. Kind of stonewalled at the line, but was able to spin out of it and find the end zone for a 20-0 lead.
The Bombers might be in trouble right now. They're going to have to come out and.
Yeah, all Chandler right now. Obviously, the Bombers do have some quick strike athletes on the outside with Kathy and Kramer, but got to do something to answer.
Kick is up and good. 21-0 your score. You're watching playoff football here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you with education.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, 21-0 your score. All Chandler so far. 20 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, definitely not the start that Frederick wanted, but obviously there's a ton of football left to be played. But, yeah, just Chandler's done a great job on both offense and defense and really controlling the line of scrimmage, and things are not pretty right now. Got a fair catch this one for sure.
And I think
Chandler,
but he called for a fair catch. You got to let him catch it, right? Correct or no?
Yeah, he has to give him the opportunity to catch it since it went up in the air like that. I mean, yes, it's a live ball, but he does once he throws
Signals
that
fair
hand
catch,
up, you've got to allow him to catch the ball.
Yeah. Boy, dangerous play again, though. Yeah. I mean, Frederick's playing with fire right now.
Now, if he does not, if he decides not to put that hand up,
that's live.
It's a live ball, and Chandler's walking away with the football.
So as it is, Frederick's going to be playing with a shorter field now.
Yeah. So
maybe the break they needed.
Yeah, got the ball inside the 40-yard line. Only 39 yards to go here. See if they can get Kramer going on the ground. Lined up in an I formation.
Gayton, the quarterback. Kathy on the far side of the field. Pitch is going to be to Kramer, who pitches it back and gets Kathy back to Gayton, who's going to throw it deep. And
it's got to be wide
open. And it's caught for the touchdown by number 1, Kellen Hicks.
Yeah, a little razzle-dazzle there, kind of a reverse pass. And
wow.
Gayton had a little bit of trouble getting the handle of it, but once he got the handle of it, his guy was down there just wide open. So
I lost sight of the guy back there. I'm watching here and look downfield like, was there anybody there? Oh, the guy just standing there, and that's a hard ball to catch. That's when you're down there by yourself.
Right.
He came down with it, in for the touchdown. Frederick scores. There's a kick for the extra point. It's going to be up and good. 21-7 now your score. You're watching 2A state football here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, you're watching Class 2A playoff football.
There you go. Nothing like state football.
Forgive me, taking you out of my element. 8 seconds left to go here in the first quarter.
I will say this is a very, very fun atmosphere.
It is, yeah.
I'm glad we were able to come tonight and enjoy some Bomber football. So he kicked the extra point. With straight toe. He does the
toe balls it end over end. It's going to be a flag.
So going to have to re-kick here.
So the kick catch interference on the previous put the ball at 39, gave him a short field, and one big play later, and two touchdown game.
They'll have to kick now from the 35-yard line.
You like points? We got points for you tonight.
Yeah, great job of answering, though, there by the Bombers. I mean, that was, like I said, kind of almost a must score. I mean, I know it's early in the game, still got 3 quarters left and a lot of football, but almost a must score with the way that Chandler was just kind of dominating the line of scrimmage and there, and so decided to do a little, like you said, a little razzle-dazzle, and the reverse pass works out for the touchdown. We ran that same play 2005 at Central Arkansas to tie the game up.
Taking at the 20-yard line by number 11. That's Ty Garber. He's going to be tackled down there.
Sometimes the hardest part of that whole play is the offensive line not wandering downfield.
Yeah. That's right.
Because you've got to stay. It's still a pass, so you've got to kind of stay at the line and not. Sometimes that play takes so long to develop. Those offensive linemen just kind of start moseying on downfield. And
so for those that don't know, how far can they go?
It's only about it's usually, I think it's within 2 yards, 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. They can't really go very far past that line of scrimmage, and that's what happens sometimes on those plays. But good job by the Bomber offensive line.
And off to Hill again. That's how we're going to end the first quarter, 21-7. The Chandler Lions lead the Frederick Bombers. You're watching 2A playoff football here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American Airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, second quarter action, 21-7 Chandler Lions lead over the Frederick Bombers. I want to thank Bank First, our title sponsor. Bank First is ready to help with all your financial needs. Stop by and visit us today at 200 North Main Street in Frederick.
See if the Bombers can. Looks like they're going to go to the left side of the line this time.
Got a lot of room here. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, touchdown. 5. Touchdown, Chandler, 74-yard Casman Hill.
Oh, there's a penalty back this way a little, so we'll see.
Yeah, there was one about the 37-yard line.
No, I think it fell out of his pocket, so it's a touchdown. Referees are bundled up, and the second time the flag has fell to the ground without being a call. But, yeah, they had so much success on the right side of the offensive line. This time they decided to come to the left side and had a big, big hole there and was able to take it the rest of the way.
So 27-7 now your score. Chandler answers right back.
Yeah, really impressed with the way that Hill's been running the ball so far tonight. Both guys, him and Jackson, over 100 yards on the night.
The kick is up. It's going to be good. 28-7 now your score. Chandler in total control here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Coast Technology Group specializes in audio, video, and lighting for schools, house of worship, home, and business. Work with our team's engineers to design the right system for your conference rooms, video telecommunications, stadiums, auditoriums, video walls, home theater, and automation. Whether your next project is large or small, let our team with
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, get set for another kickoff. Chandler lead this one 28-7 after the 74-yard touchdown run by Casman Hill.
Looks like they're going to line up for this pooch again, so probably need to fair catch it if possible.
11:47 left here in the second quarter.
Well, he's lined up a little bit deeper this time, so he may try and kick it a little bit further. Yeah, this one's going to go to Kramer. Kramer's going to have a chance on this one.
That's at the 30. He goes far side of the field, got a full head of steam, but doesn't get anywhere all the way up to the 37-yard line. That's where the Bombers will take over.
Kramer's only a sophomore, so 2 more years of him here in Frederick would bodes well.
Scores in 2A from around the state. Victory Christian up over Prague 14-0. Jones trailing Community Christian 7-6. Sequoia Claremore up over Eufaula. The Ironheads 14-7. Gayton goes up under center, hands it to the fullback. I don't see a lot of that in football day. There's a flag coming in from the backside.
Oh, chop block.
Idabel and Baggs all tied up at 6. Millwood up 6-0 over Lindsay. Kiefer and Bayan 6-6, and Washington still leads OCS 6-3. That in the second quarter.
So, yeah, that's going to push him back pretty good there. I think that's a 15-yard penalty if I remember right. So, it's going to be 1st and 25, not where you want to be if you're an offense. Oh, so that's going to push him back a good ways there. And
yep. The offense came out, but the referee hasn't marked it yet, so they got to bounce back a little further. Ball's going to be placed at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, got a long way to go here now. Can't pick it all up at once, obviously. I mean, yeah, you'd love to, but on this first down play, need to pick up a good 7 or 8 yards. Got to keep yourself in line.
Gayton drops back the pass. Looking for Kathy over the middle. What a catch.
Oh.
He dropped it. I think he knocked out there by 44.
Yeah, not a bad throw at all right there. Kind of a little high, but one that he probably usually catches, but ball's a little bit different tonight, a little bit harder.
Hunter Robinson, cold weather. 44 might have got a hand on that and knocked it out for the Chandler Lions.
Yeah, really no wind, so that shouldn't be a factor, but definitely cold. And when the ball's cold, I mean, it gets a little bit swollen and a little bit harder, and wasn't able to come down with it there on the first down play.
And off back to Kramer this time. Big hole up the middle. Nice job of closing up that gap.
Now he's kind of a slasher, a little bit different than Hill. Kind of like a Shady McCoy almost, kind of with the way he's carrying the ball too. So
bring up a 3rd and very long still for the Frederick Bombers. 11 minutes left to go here. Second quarter.
I think they'll probably look for Kathy here some kind of way.
He'll be at the bottom of the screen. Kramer in the backfield with Gayton. 2 receivers also to the top as well. Fake the handoff to Kramer, and Gayton drops back the pass and got all kinds of time. Oh, that's his right, and got a man. It's going to be right at the sticks, but I think he's going to be short by about a couple yards. It's going to be an interesting decision right here.
I think you go for it. Here, obviously. Great throw on the run. They had all day to throw, but great throw on the run there, finding a receiver. Good job by the receiver coming back to the quarterback. On those scramble drills, if you're deep, you're taught to come back to the ball, and if you're short, you're taught to go deep. And good job of working that scramble drill right there by the receiver and quarterback to pick up a big yardage play there to get it to 4th and manageable.
Zach Tyler, the catch for the Bombers, who's in the backfield still. Gayton trying to draw him off sides. Looking to Kathy at the bottom of the screen.
Just going to call a timeout here and talk about it.
We're going to call time. We're going to keep it here. Not going to go anywhere. 10:35 left to go here in the second quarter. That's often something you're going to do early in a game like this when you have some timeouts left.
Yeah, I mean, first half it's okay to burn them. Second half, obviously, you want to keep them depending on the score. But in the first half, it's okay to burn them. Obviously, this is a big play. You're down by 21 right here. If you don't pick this up, obviously you're giving the ball back to a Chandler offense that's kind of rocking and rolling right now on their side of the 50. So big pickup right here. Probably going to see the ball in the hands of Kramer would be my guess on the short yardage play here.
Scores in 4A. Number 1 Cushing leads Blanchard 14-0. 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Tuttle up over Wagner 10-7. Elk City break up the Elks 16-0 over Hilldale. And Poto leads Clinton 7-0.
Elk City sideline reporter Daniel Garbini. Son also plays on the team.
Yeah, very talented guy too, yeah.
He's a State Farm agent in Elk City. Was with him last week talking Elk City Elgin football. Here comes Kramer.
And I don't know if he's going to get there. Short. Yeah, he's going to be about a yard short, so Chandler will take over on downs again for the second time this game.
Yeah, great job of penetration right there by the Chandler defensive line to get in the backfield, and Kramer really had nowhere to go.
Frederick defense really going to have to get a stop, and we're not seeing them really do that tonight yet. So,
no, I mean, Chandler's just done a great job on the offensive line of creating some big holes for Jackson and Hill, and those guys have done the rest once they found those holes. And said had a ton of success in the first quarter on the right side, and then had the long touchdown run to the left side there in the second quarter. So Bombers need a big play right here.
Yeah, they really need to get a stop. Hand off to Hill up the left side, and it's kind of slippery. That first guy never really gets a good hand on him. It's going to get down to the 42-yard line.
No, he really doesn't keep his shoulders like horizontal. I mean, it's kind of he slips and slithers and moves around and is able to get some yardage. Like you said, a first contact usually doesn't bring him down, from at least tonight, and good job of running by him.
It's 2nd and 4 now for the Lions. 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
He's a senior. Alex Jackson's a junior, so got another year coming back.
Another nice cut to the outside to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, where he's going to be knocked out of bounds. About the 9-yard line or so. Gain of 33 on the play that time.
Yeah, I mean, again, just kind of slithering and sliding, and then made a good cut in the middle of the field there to kind of against the grain, and gets it to a 1st and goal right here.
Coming into this game without knowing a whole lot about these teams, it makes a lot of sense why the quarterback had some success early. I'm guessing on film you see a lot of Hill, the fake in the Hill, and Jackson was able to break a couple early. But since then, it's been the Casman Hill show for the Lions. Jackson goes up under center, going to hand off to Hill again, who makes that first cut back, and he just doesn't go down too easily.
No, just kind of that, I don't know what else to call it, but a dead leg kind of puts a foot in the ground and cuts back across grain and picks up another 3 or 4 yards after it looked like he was kind of met there in the backfield.
So he can get a first down, I think, or can he? Can't see.
I can't really see over there either. Nope, looks like he's looks like the downs marker's by himself over there.
2nd down now from the 5-yard line.
Outside zone here.
To Hill, cuts it back in, and he's going to have another touchdown for the Chandler Lions. 34-7 now your score. 9:08 left to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, just an I formation kind of outside lead play, and good job by the fullback of finding somebody in the hole, and then Hill follows him right on into the end zone.
Chandler looks awfully impressive. They've got some talent, man.
Who's the favorite in 2A? Do you know, Billy? I mean,
the 2A favorite should be Washington.
Okay.
Yeah. Kick is up and good. 35-7 now your score. You're watching 2A playoff football here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Backgrounds with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, 35-7. 9:08 left to go here in the second quarter. The Chandler Lions all over the Frederick Bombers. So a lot of game left. See a lot of crazy things happen, but
they just
kind of crazy to happen.
Yeah, I mean, they just need to figure out the line of scrimmage right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Chandler on both sides of the ball is winning the line of scrimmage, and that does not bode well in a football game. Good
Fair
job
catch,
there by
yeah.
17.
We take it at the 40-yard line. That's where the Frederick Bombers will take over. And really on the flip side, Frederick really hasn't been able to establish the run yet at all.
No, the most success they've had has been kind of through the air. Obviously, they had the long touchdown pass on the reverse pass, but most of their chunk yardage plays have been in through the air. So, I mean, obviously Kramer had 21 touchdowns and over 1,000 yards rushing, so you don't want to go away from him, but may have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So Gayton fakes to Kramer. It's kind of tough to fake to your running back and then run to the exact same hole that he was.
Yeah, usually what you want to do, like you said, on those inside zone reads and things, you're going the opposite way. Unless you're doing it where it's an outside and you're reading it here and then cutting up, kind of like Kyler Murray used to do at Oklahoma and some of those guys, where they're faking it off of the speed sweep. You might go the same way, but if you're in the backfield next to them, a lot of times you want to go about the opposite way. Kind of a little under reverse here.
Number 12, and he'll be knocked forward for a gain of about 5 or 6 on the play. Bring him a third down with 8:24 left to go in the second quarter. Alex Matthews on the carry.
But, yeah, I mean, Chandler's just doing a good job of controlling the line of scrimmage.
Third down and 6 now for Frederick.
The defensive line isn't necessarily getting a lot of penetration, but they're holding that offensive line up so that way they're not making it to the second level, and it's allowing those linebackers to roam free and make tackles.
Kramer in the backfield with Gayton, number 30 out for Cathy at the bottom of your screen. He's looking to Cathy, then he tries to, maybe look number 12 deep. Got, again, all kinds of time. Nice job of finding his open man and making that throw.
Yeah, he does a real good job outside of the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield. He's not getting out of the pocket to run like a lot of quarterbacks do in high school. He's getting out of that pocket to try and kind of play some backyard playground football type
stuff,
deal.
Yep.
And the receivers are doing a very good job, like we talked about on that last drive, of running and doing that scramble drill of the deep guy coming in and the short guy going deep. And finding those holes in the defensive backfield.
Kellen Hicks with the first down catch for the Bombers. It's fake to Kramer. This time a lot of room on the outside. Makes the first man kind of miss. And then,
yeah, was able to pick up 1 or 2 there on first down. And the problem is they've been playing tonight a lot of times behind the sticks.
Yeah.
They haven't had much success on first down. And when you make it second and long, it puts your offense in kind of the hole and it puts your play caller kind of behind the sticks a little and makes it a little bit more difficult on him.
So really the goal for Frederick, if they get down a couple of scores going to halftime, they will get the ball to start the second half. Gayton, that quarterback
if you can get this thing to 35-21 or so, and then capitalize on that first drive of the third quarter, I mean, you're kind of right back in this thing. But, I mean, the hard part about it is you got to stop them, though, as well. And right now they're kind of having their way on the ground. I don't think Chandler's had the opportunity or had the reason to throw at this point. But
pass falls incomplete, brings up a second down now, or third down, excuse me.
17 seconds left on the play clock, so got to hurry a little.
6:48 left to go in the second quarter. Billy Palmer along with Vincent Saylor, Caleb Handabass, producer extraordinaire, and Adam Gutierrez, best cameraman in the business, braving the cold weather tonight. The Chandler fans really getting into it. There's going to be a flag. Was it delay?
Just wasn't able to get the ball off in time. Had some problems getting the play from the sideline and then wasn't able to get it off in enough time, so that makes the third and long even longer.
It brings up a 3rd and 14 now for the Frederick Bombers. Like you said, I think they're going to have to get Gayton out of the pocket. Just let him
improvise
play one-on-one.
Right.
A lot of pressure being brought here. Man, wide open down the outside. Makes the first man miss. Knocked down to the 32. Going to be a first down for Frederick. There is a flag.
Might be Yep.
It's roughing the passer.
So going to give it another 15 on top of it. So
Frederick not out of this yet.
Good throw right there on the deep
really
comeback. I mean, he from the middle of the field and throwing that deep comeback there on a line to number 22, Zach Tyler. And, I mean, very good throw there and good catch and good job of making that man miss because he didn't have the first down when he first had it, but made the first man miss in the open field and was able to get down there and get the first down and then obviously tack 15 more on after the late hit.
The ball's going to be on the 16-yard line, 1st and 10, 6:35 left to go here in the second quarter.
Definitely a must score here, especially since you're this close.
I formation. Pitch is going to be back to number 9, Kramer, but nothing doing at all.
Yeah, just 44 came in there. Hunter Robinson unblocked and just kind of met Kramer almost as soon as he caught the ball, so not much Kramer could do with that one.
I think he even lost a couple yards on the play, so it'll be a 2nd and 12 now for Frederick.
Has the opportunity to get the first down, obviously. But going 4 wides here with the quarterback in the shotgun.
Jake drops back to pass. Got a man. Nice ball caught there at the far sideline. Going to be thrown down at about the 13.
Yeah, caught there by Sidney Smith. Little out route. Was able to pick up some positive yards. Brings up a 3rd and manageable here. Can't really see how far.
It's a 3rd and about 7, 8. Yeah, 3rd and about 7 now.
I'm looking for a corner ball here in this right end zone over here.
5:24. Yeah, it's a
little bit of Houston Astros center field.
Yeah. Hand off to Kramer. Cuts it back in.
Great
He's going to get in for the touchdown. Frederick Bombers answer back. 35-13 now your score. 5:15 left to go in the second quarter.
Got a little
lights flashing on the field there.
A little LED lights flashing and going on right now.
Quieted the Chandler fans at least for a minute.
Yeah, but good job right there. Like I said, spreaded them out with that 4 receiver look, and this time Kramer was able to find a hole with the little inside zone handoff. Was able to find his way into the end zone for another touchdown.
A little toe ball. High toe ball. It's going to be good. 35-14 now your score. You're watching 2A playoff football here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, 35-14. Now your score is 5:15 left to go here in the second quarter as Frederick gets set to kick this one away to the Chandler Lions. And so they've scored back within 3 scores. Now they got to get a stop.
Yeah, they've got to get a stop. They got to figure out the ground game. Obviously, Chandler hasn't had the opportunity or the reason to throw the ball at this point. But they've got to find a way to either force a fumble or create an extra possession for themselves to kind of get this thing to at least 2 scores prior to halftime.
Kind of a low kick. Kind of a dangerous kick. Chandler Lions fall on it. The ball's still loose there, but they're going to fall on top of it. Chandler will take over just inside the 30. 5:12 left to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, kind of dangerous right there because, like you said, it was kind of close to the sideline. So you're almost trying to let it go out of bounds, but it wasn't quite rolling all the way over there. So good job of him falling on the ball.
Now Frederick needing to get a stop here.
Yes, no doubt.
Get a stop here and a score. This is a brand new ball game.
Right, you can kind of flip the field here with when you get the ball in the third quarter. And maybe
easier said than done, though.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Because he'll get the ball and cuts it back in again. Looks like nothing's there, and he still gets like 5 yards.
Very patient.
Yeah.
And allows those blocks in front of him to kind of happen and then sneaks out the backside and picks up some positive yards.
They're going to give him 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 now. for the Lions at the 34-yard line.
Like me some Lions. North Alabama.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Looking for a new coach.
Jackson puts a man in motion, but they're still going to hand the ball off to Hill. And this time, much better job by Frederick. There's still some pushing there, but part of the best they've done so far in containing Hill.
Yeah, it's going to bring up a third down here. And it's third and short. But hopefully Frederick can get some penetration right here and force a lost yardage play and make Chandler punt the ball away. Yeah, North Alabama played there from 03 to 05. Coach Chris Willis was coaching there for a long time. Brought us through the transition from D2 to 1AA. He was there on staff when I was there.
Man goes in motion. It's number 20. They're going to be a timeout for Chandler. We're going to take it with them here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Third down, and they're saying 1. It looks like 2 or 3 yards to me, but
in the pistol formation.
It's going to be a flag. Be a false start on Chandler, so push them back.
Yes, that's big right there for the Frederick Bombers.
So make it a 3rd and 6 now.
Yeah, this would be a huge stop right here, and obviously this side of the field, you would think Chandler would just go ahead and punt the ball away. And then, like I said, if you can get back down there, if you're Frederick, and get another score. And then, like I said, I mean, you could potentially make it a 14-point swing if you're able to take advantage of that third quarter possession.
3:47 left to go here in the second quarter.
It's been a year since you heard it, Billy, but one of the most important drives of the game is that first drive after the halftime.
Jackson keeps the ball here, and they're going to get the stop. It's going to be 4th down. See Chandler have to punt the ball away, I think, for the first time tonight.
Yeah, it looked like it was a little bit of problem with the snap there, so kind of messed up the timing of the play. But good job, nonetheless, by the Frederick defense of getting a stop when they needed one.
Mr. Jackson, when he got to the sideline, immediately puts on a jacket.
I don't blame him. I've got 2 on myself, young man.
Snap is kind of high. Spiral kick is going to hit at the 42-yard line. It gets a good Chandler bounce. Going to be killed right there at the 32-yard line. It's a 3:05 left to go. Frederick puts a score on the board here, and looky, you got a game. Got a little bit of momentum now after getting the stop there on Chandler.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, like I said, first quarter was just all Chandler and the run game, and first play of the game, obviously 85 yards out of the gate, and Frederick's just kind of hung around, though, and created some big plays through the air.
Jones and Community Christian all knotted up at 20. Millwood up over Lindsay 22-0 at the half.
Kind of a diamond formation here.
Yeah, kind of an interesting play design there.
Yeah, it was kind of a screen.
Yeah.
But with the fake reverse to Kathy, Obviously, the Lions are doing a good job on Kathy tonight, but they're also kind of making sure and following him a lot. So Frederick's doing a good job of kind of using him somewhat as a decoy on some of their big plays.
Upset alert. OCS up over Washington 8-6 at the half. Getting all kinds of pressure. But it's a screen. It's set up. He catches the ball. The guy's kind of blocked right into him, and Kramer makes a guy miss, and, man, he is absolutely drilled at the 34-yard line. The ball come out. Did it come out? And they're saying, yes, it did. It will be the ball for the Chandler Lions. Wow.
Yeah, Kramer kind of made a couple people miss, and big hit there by the Chandler Lions. The ball comes on the ground, and Chandler was able to recover it.
Really, the timing on the screen wasn't bad, but the block they had on the outside kind of got pushed into Kramer.
Yeah. So the throw kind of, he had some pressure on him, so the throw kind of forced Kramer outside. What you ultimately want is to cut probably underneath that.
Yeah.
You want that offensive lineman to push him to the sideline, then cut underneath that. But the throw kind of forced him outside as well, and did a good job of fighting off of that, and then got hit pretty good.
So Frederick trying to get a stop now again for the second time as Jackson fakes the ball to Hill this time and looks to pass and overthrows that ball. Going to be 2nd and 10 now.
First pass of the night there. Good ball come out of Alex's hand pretty good there.
Pass was intended for Mackey or Chandler. 2:34 left to go before half. Mackey goes to the far side of the field.
Make a check here. Still a lot of time on the play clock, though.
Still 8 seconds left on the play clock as handoff is to Hill up the left side. Another big hole.
Goes. Touchdown.
Goes a stiff arm out there and it's going to walk it in for the 35-yard touchdown. Big swing.
Yeah, it's tough right there for Frederick. Obviously, you got the ball. You think you're going to try and get this thing a little bit closer, and Chandler forces the turnover, and then 2 plays later into the end zone to stretch this thing out to 41-14.
2:26 left to go right before half.
Kind of another one of those almost got-to-score drives for Frederick to stay in this thing.
Next point is low, but it's going to be good. 42-14 now your score. You're watching 2A playoff football here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Coast Technology Group specializes in audio, video, and lighting for schools, house of worship, home, and business. Work with our team's engineers to design the right system for your conference rooms, video telecommunications, stadiums, auditoriums, video walls, home theater, and automation. Whether your next project is large or small, let our team with over 150 years of combined experience help design the right system with simple, reliable technology.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 42-14, the Chandler Lions lead the Frederick Bombers. As Vincent said, probably a must score. It feels like that at this point. Possession for the Frederick Bombers.
Well, if you could score here and run the clock out, and like I said, you're definitely behind the 8 ball, no doubt. You're, 28 down.
Ball's taken at the 38, and makes a couple of men miss, still on his feet. The 43, that's where he's going to be stopped at. It's number 22, Zach Tyler. The return for Frederick. So 2:20 left to go here before half.
Had some success in the air, so probably go back to that. Try and maybe get Kathy involved some kind of way, if possible.
Sydney Smith, far side of your screen, the tight end.
Chandler Faithfuls rocking and rolling with their.
Going to be a keeper. Got a lot of room. Gets inside the 50 down to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, the Chandler Faithful got their little noisemakers here.
They are loud.
We're right in the elements with them.
I'm going to hear those all night long.
Yes, probably some ringing in my ears on the way back.
Yeah.
Still a lot of time here, 1:55.
Yeah, absolutely. There's still plenty of time. They're just going to have to score here.
Yeah, they got to score here. Don't want to give the ball back to Chandler though. So you want to try and score with as little time on the clock as possible. There's Kathy.
Just a physical presence out there, but nice job of staying disciplined, making the tackle.
Still able to pick up the first down though, so does stop the clock.
Frederick only has one timeout remaining in this half. 1:37 left to go.
But like I said, when the clock stops on those first downs, there's a lot of time in high school football, and I don't know if I'd be huddling, but
bad snap.
Yep.
Gayton still got a man deep. 22 is open, and it's going to be knocked out last second there, intended for Zach Tyler.
Good job by Tyler getting his hands on the ball because it looks like Six was about to pick it off.
Yeah.
But good job of him and sneaking his hands in there. Braden Nation back there at his cornerback spot. But
Gayton,
he's got an arm.
Got an arm on him.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And kind of wiry, but can get it out of there pretty good and can throw it a long way in this cold weather.
Kathy at the bottom of your screen. 2nd and 10, 1:14 left to go. And he's looking Kathy's way and got some pressure. Throws it back over the middle and just incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down now. The 1:09 left. First half. Pass intended for the tight end, Sydney Smith, the 6'3 senior.
Yeah, just kind of a drag across. They're trying to kind of go across the field there. Kind of sneak a guy behind the linebackers and in front of the safeties, but good job of staying home by the Chandler linebackers. Good play right here.
Yeah, Kathy at the bottom of your screen. Kramer in the backfield as Gayton drops back the pass, looking for Kathy. And nice job going up, but can't make the catch.
And that ball comes out of his arm pretty good, man, and good tight spiral and just unable to come down with it, though, is Kathy.
Yeah, I think Frederick's going to punt the ball here.
Kathy's going to get back there and punt it.
It's a missed chance that time.
Yeah, because he had enough for the first down, just unable to come down with it. Not bad coverage there, but just unable to come down with the ball.
1:04 left to go as Kathy sets to punt this one away. Ball's going to be down at the 10-yard line. That's where Chandler will take over. 55 seconds left to go. They do have 2 timeouts left.
Yeah, I think right here you're this far down. You see if you can just pop one. Probably going to hand it off to Hill and see if he pops one. If not, you're perfectly fine going into halftime with this big of a lead. But if he's able to pop one, then they might try and rush up a little and see if they can get another score on the board before halftime. The main thing you don't want to do right here is do anything stupid, though, and force a turnover or something this far deep in your own territory.
Ball's handed off to Hill, and he's knocked down.
Yeah, good job.
5-yard line.
By number 56 there, our kicker friend.
It's Logan Biggs.
Yeah, good job by him there from his defensive line position of. Now you're probably just going to let this thing roll down if you're.
Yeah.
Got to take one more snap if you're the Lions, but.
So 30 seconds left to go now.
You're perfectly fine going in there with a 28-point lead.
Yeah.
Frederick will get the ball back, so obviously it'll be important for them to get that first drive and go down and score if they're going to have any type of chance at a comeback. And got to fix at halftime, got to make some adjustments on the run game.
Yeah, they're going to play almost a near-perfect second half, I think. There's a timeout taken by Frederick. We'll keep it here. I mean, down 4 scores, you get the ball back. Just got to playing numbers game here. They're going to come out and score. You're going to get some stuff. You're not going to be able to allow any long drive. That'll probably kill a lot of it.
No. You mean, yeah, you're going to have to force a couple 3-and-outs. maybe even a turnover or two
yeah.
here and there. I said a lot of football left to be played, but definitely got an uphill battle here. Like I said, the most important thing, though, is you've got to get that ball into the end zone on that first drive of the third quarter to give yourself any type of chance.
And with us at halftime, we'll check out some scores from around the state.
Get some hot chocolate.
Get some hot chocolate. Adam Gutierrez is really wanting some right now.
He looks happy to be here.
It's cold.
It's probably about mid-20s, I would say.
It feels like it for sure.
At least it's not too at least the wind's not really an issue.
So that's how we'll end the first half. Chandler up 42-14 over the Frederick Bombers. You're watching 2A playoff football here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Coast Technology Group specializes in audio, video, and lighting for schools, house of worship, home, and business. Work with our team's engineers to design the right system for your conference rooms, video telecommunications, stadiums, auditoriums, video walls, home theater, and automation. Whether your next project is large or small, let our team with over 150 years of combined experience help design the right system with simple, reliable technology.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, I want to thank all of our sponsors. Our title sponsor, Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to the Bombers, and loyal to you, member FDIC. Also want to thank Subway, 800 South Main here in Frederick, brings new, bold flavors along with old favorites to satisfy guests every day. Also, United Supermarket for all your grocery needs at 315 North Main Street here in Frederick. And Morningstar Construction since 2001. Morningstar Construction has served Southwest Oklahoma, North Texas with residential and commercial building, remodeling, and general contracting services. With over 30 years of combined experience, we offer a wide variety of services. Our goal is to provide customers with quality workmanship at affordable prices. It has always been and still is our mission to form close, lasting relationships with all of our clients. Now for some scores from around the state. Kiefer and Vian all tied up at 6 at the half. Community Christian and Jones also tied up at 20 at the half. Millwood 22-0 over Lindsay. Idabel up by a touchdown, 12-6 over Banks at the half. Sequoia Claremore up over Eufaula 21-7 in the second quarter. And really the big score tonight is OCS, Oklahoma Christian, up 8-6 over number 1 Washington at halftime. And Victory Christian up over number 7 Prague 26-0.
I got some 4A scores here, Billy. Poto and Clinton are tied at the half. Cushion and the Berkowitz boys are taking care of Blanchard pretty good at halftime, 21-0. Elk City, number 2 in 4A currently, 16-6 over Hilldale. And then Tuttle is 10-7 over Wagner. Check on some 5A scores as well.
Give you some 3A while you're looking for those. Heritage Hall, number 4, up 28-0 over Stigler. Lincoln Christian, number 2, up 34-0 over Kingfisher. Metro Christian, number 1, up over number 6, Cassia Hall, 35-6 at the half. Verdigris up over Perkins Tryon, 21-7.
Yeah, in 5A, we've got Guthrie and Grove tied at 7 with 10 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Saw Guthrie last week take care of Elgin 17-0. Guthrie very, very good on the defensive side of the ball, so that one was going to be an interesting matchup because Grove last week scored 70. So was kind of looking forward to see how that one would turn out. It's 7-7 right now. Carl Albert just up 6-0 over Del City at halftime there. That's a big game there on the networks for us. On the OSN networks. But good job there by Carl Albert, up 6-0 over Del City. Bishop McGinnis 14-0 over Coweta. Big one there at halftime. And then McAllister's taking care of Piedmont 42-21 at halftime.
6A2, number 2 Choctaw leads Sand Springs 27-9. Number 3 Deer Creek up over Booker T. Number 5 28-6 at the half. Stillwater up over Bartlesville 42-0 there in the second quarter. And number 4 Muskogee leads Ponca City 12-0 at the half.
6A1, we've got Bixby at halftime over Enid 56-0. Union up 17-10 over Broken Arrow at halftime. Mustang up on Jinx 24-9 there at halftime. And Owasso 7, Norman North 14. Again, that one at halftime as well. So some interesting scores around the state, no doubt about it. That Mustang Jinx one is interesting. Mustang's up right now. Obviously, Coweta in 5A, the number 1 team in the state, is currently down as well. So that's why they play the games, Billy. It's a real win or go home.
It's a real big game in Class A that's also on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Ringling, number 1, up over number 10 Walters, 14-8 at the half. And the Hot Chocolate Brigade has arrived. So we're going to take a break, drink some hot chocolate, and be back with you in just a minute on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Coast Technology Group specializes in audio, video, and lighting for schools, house of worship, home, and business. Work with our team's engineers to design the right system for your conference rooms, video telecommunications, stadiums, auditoriums, video walls, home theater, and automation. Whether your next project is large or small, let our team with over 150 years of combined experience help design the right system with simple, reliable technology.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
We come from different backgrounds, with diverse interests and unique learning styles. Finding classes that fit your individual needs isn't a challenge at Cameron University. A small campus and dedicated faculty ensures there's always someone close by to guide you on your journey. Your success is our success. Your education is our mission. At Cameron University, you're not a number, you're part of the family.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, get ready for the third quarter action. I think our title sponsor for the game, Bank First, as Frederick Bombers face a major deficit, down 28 points. We'll get the ball to start this third quarter.
Yeah, they're definitely facing an uphill battle here. This is an important drive if they hope to get back into this thing. Almost a must score right here early in the third quarter. One of the most important possessions of a football game is the possession after the halftime.
So Chandler will be kicking off from right to the left on your screen.
As we were going to halftime, there was a personal foul that was called on that last run by Hill on the Chandler Lions. So 15 yards will be enforced at this point. So should give the Bombers pretty good field position here.
Yes, the ball will be kicked off from the 25. Let me get the game clock right. So there it goes. It was 3 minutes. Now it's 12.
Going to have a big second half, in my opinion, from Kathy.
Yeah, absolutely.
To kind of get back into this thing. Kramer's obviously going to play a big part in it as well, but they had some success throwing the ball, so might see them come back to that spread offense a little bit more. Looks like he's going to get a normal kickoff here.
Yeah, looks like a normal kick here.
Yeah.
We kicked end over end, taken at the 36-yard line. Out to the right to the 50, inside 45 down to the 44 is Kellen Hicks. That's where Frederick will take over to start the second half.
Yeah, the penalty obviously gives them good field position here. Got 44 yards to go. Like I said, they don't necessarily need to do it quickly, but definitely need a touchdown here on this drive to get back into this thing.
Want to thank the Frederick concession stand people workers down there for giving us some hot chocolate, giving us a little bit of warmth. Appreciate that. There's Gayton with Kramer in the backfield. He's going to hand the ball off to Kramer up the left side, where he is met immediately for a very short gain.
Yeah, tackled on the play there by number 77, Ethan Manning, senior. We're kind of close to the Chandler sideline and the Chandler fans, and he looks like he's definitely one of the leaders of the team. Definitely likes to pump up the crowd and do a little stuff with the crowd. So, but also having a very good game from his defensive end spot.
So Willie Kramer in the Wildcat formation puts Kathy into motion. Going to hand the ball off to Kathy. Makes the first man miss and gets ahead of steam inside the 40 down to the 37.
Yeah, might just have to see a little bit more of that here in the second half just to get the ball in his hands. I mean, he's a dynamic athlete. I mean, he's the biggest kid on the field. And has dominated during the regular season with 8 touchdown catches and about 900 yards receiving. And then on the defensive side, he's got over 100 tackles. So didn't do much in the first half, so let's see if he can do a little bit more here in the second half.
Another Wildcat look, and this time Kramer keeps the ball, but he's not going to get anywhere.
No, it's going to bring up a 4th down here, so got to go for it here with the score the way it is. And you're on your side of the 50, so it's not like this is a big decision here. So let's see if they might get quarterback on the edge. They've had a lot of success when he's kind of ditched the play and kind of ran around a little.
It was 4th and 5. Adrian Gayton comes back in to quarterback the Bomber offense. Fakes the handoff to Kramer, throws an out route, got a man wide open. That's Tyler, but drops the ball. Turnover on downs. Chandler will take over.
Yeah, Tyler definitely wants that one back. Kind of peeked up field, I think, before he brought it in and had enough for the first down. Just like I said, kind of peeked up field a little to see where he might be able to run after the catch and didn't secure the catch first. So turnover on downs again by the Frederick Bombers, and let's see if they've made an adjustment to this run game. I mean,
yeah, really. I mean, Hill was just
Hill and Jackson both over 100 yards in the first half. Not exactly the exact amount, but definitely both over 100 yards, and just had a lot of success. Good job of the offensive front, creating some fairly big holes, and then Hill did the rest.
Play clock never started. Ball handed off to Casman Hill. Down to the 40-yard line, up to the 40-yard line. Very short game.
Kathy kind of, first half was more kind of playing that deep safety. I say deep. They still had him within about 5 to 6 yards of the line of scrimmage. But right now, he's kind of on that outside edge as an outside rusher. And good job of holding his block right there and coming and tackling Hill for a short yardage gain.
Brings up a 2nd and 9 now for the Lions. They look to the sidelines.
Got
trip receivers to the bottom of your screen. Hill in the backfield. Jackson at quarterback.
Only threw the ball one time in the first half.
And the ball get off to Hill up this left side. Makes the first guy miss. And nice job blocking on the outside here by number 11, Ty Garver.
Yeah, that was a good job on the outside there. A good job of running and finding a hole and picking up the first down.
9-10 left to go here in the third quarter. Chandler up 28.
Yeah, 42-14. It's not at the point of this game where Chandler's going to slow down the clock, but they are a little deliberate. They do line up in a huddle and then look to the sideline to see if they want to make an adjustment to the play.
Play clock down to 7 seconds. Jackson's going to hand the ball off again to Hill and cuts it out to the left side and just follows his blockers out.
Yeah, good job there by 77. We talked about him a little bit on the defensive drive, but good job of getting outside and good job of Hill following him. And
there's a flag on the play.
Going to be a holding, though.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys can hear on air, but we got the Chandler fans right in front of us.
Thought it might have been a little bit of a late hit, out of bounds hit or something, but
it's going to be hold.
Only got the hold. Brings up a 2nd and long.
So the ball is at the 44-yard line. 1st and 18 now for Chandler. Hill in the backfield with Jackson. Going to fake the handoff to him. All kinds of pressure. Got a man wide open on the flat. Ducks his head, runs into a pile of guys, but he's going to be inside Frederick territory down to the 46. It's going to be enough for, I think it's going to be, let's see here.
Should be 2nd, I think.
Yeah.
A good job of Jackson on the outside there, rolling.
Yeah, just got past the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, but good job of kind of floating the ball out there to the open receiver and letting him run after the catch. 2nd down and 8 here.
7:47 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Thank you for joining us wherever you're joining us from tonight. Hill goes into motion. Jackson's going to fake it to Hill and got a hold right up the middle. Cuts out, makes a man miss. He's going to be tackled from behind at the 30-yard line, but that's going to be another 1st down for Chandler.
Yeah, he does a good job in the open field of making people miss and running with the ball. Obviously, just now joining us, first play of the game, went 85 yards. Got tackled at about the 3-yard line, was able to punch it in. He has, 2 touchdowns on the night, and Hill has the remainder. Both those guys well over 100 yards now for the night.
I'd be willing to bet Hill's probably close to
200
200 or so, yeah. Kathy trying to creep up the near side. Hand off to Hill up the middle. Right to a group of tacklers for Frederick. Bring up a 2nd down.
Yeah, good job there by the Frederick defensive line of getting some penetration and fighting off those blocks and allowing for a short yardage play.
Second and 7, 6:45 left to go. The 3rd quarter. Billy Palmer along with Vincent Saylor.
That would be me.
That would be you. Other games going on around the network as well. I'm going to go check those out. You can watch several games at once. I do that from time to time. And the ball's put on the ground by Jackson. Really smart thing just to fall back on the ball.
Yeah, just didn't secure the snap and wasn't a bad snap. Just maybe took his hand off it a little and said it's kind of cold out there. And it's like it jammed his finger a little. Yeah, we got Walters Ringling. We've got Cushing and Blanchard tonight. Del City and Carl Albert are OSN schools. But we are glad we can bring you some of these schools we don't always get to bring you during the playoffs.
Another pass this time complete and calls a whole bunch of blockers for the 35-yard touchdown. That's Ty Garber on the reception.
Yeah, just a quick little hitch route to the outside, kind of a stick route. Didn't get your athletes in space and does a good job of following his blockers all the way into the end zone. Good job of Jackson of getting it out there quick and making an easy catchable ball, and he did the rest after.
48-14 now your score. Extra point pending. Kick is up, and it is going to be good. 49-14. We're watching 2A playoff football here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, 49-14. Now your score. Chandler Lions lead the Frederick Bombers. 5:46 left to go in the third quarter. Washington has taken the lead over OCS in the fourth quarter, up 12-11 there. Kiefer up over Valiant, 14-12 in the third quarter. Sequoia Claremore up over Eufaula, 28-7. Millwood all over Lindsay, 38-0. Kick taken by Kramer. Real patient job finding the hole. Going to get up to almost midfield. Idabel leads Beggs 18-6. Community Christian and Jones tied up at 20. Victory Christian still 26-0 over Prague.
4A, we've got Elk City still up 16-6 in the fourth quarter. Cushing all over Blanchard 28-0. You can watch that game on OSN as well. The Berkowitz boys. Got to see them play a couple years ago.
Yep.
Blaze, I believe, is the quarterback is a commit to New Mexico State.
I am not even surprised. As Chandler Lions sniffed that one out.
Wagner and Tuttle tied 10-10 going into the fourth. That one should be a good ending. And Poto and Clinton 7-7 at halftime. I would think that game is a little bit past that, but Squirtle does not have an update currently on that one.
So in Class A on the Oklahoma Sports Network, Ringling #1 in Class A leads Walters 28-16 with 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Watch that one on OSN as well. Quick little hitch pass out here.
It's going to be a short gain. It's going to be inside Chandler territory. Going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
Carl Albert's up 13-0 on Del City. Both of those schools are OSN schools, so you can catch it on either the Carl Albert or Del City channel.
And all these games you can also catch on the Oklahoma Sports Network for up to a year, but also on YouTube now.
Yep.
You can go there and stream, watch these games back.
Grove is now up 20-13 over Guthrie going into the fourth quarter. Bishop McGinnis still 14-7 over Coweta there with about 9 minutes left in the third quarter.
Skating looking deep again. He's got Kathy open. He's going to come back to the ball, and there's going to be, there's no flag on that play. I think there might be, but
yeah, no.
He tried to come back to the ball and didn't really.
Yeah, the defender didn't look back.
That should have been
Yeah.
I'll say that should have been a flag. I'm not wanting to get on the refs very often. That was a pass interference.
Yeah. He's got to give him the opportunity to come back to the ball.
All he had to do is turn his head, and it's not. I mean, I can see you not calling it, but
right.
Didn't turn his head.
And definitely made contact with the receiver.
Yep. So
threw it out there a long way, but wasn't able to connect, and brings up a fourth down here. And unfortunate for Frederick right there, because like I said, that would have definitely gave him the first down and gave him a little bit of momentum.
They're going to call a timeout. We're going to take it with them here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
We drop into the middle of firefights to rescue others.
And act as one-man air traffic control towers.
We're the ones who go before all others. Join the fight.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, 4th and 5 now for the Frederick Bombers. Kathy at the bottom of your screen, Gayton at quarterback skill. Kramer in the backfield. Well, no, it's not Kramer. That's number 33, excuse me. Gayton drops back to pass, and it's going to be incomplete. So another turnover on downs for the Chandler Alliance. 4:20 left to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, just a little short there. Tried to throw that quick out route, but unable to connect with the receiver, and another turnover on downs, unfortunately.
Do you remember the movie Arachnophobia?
Yeah, we're in here right now.
Got a few spiders amongst us at this point.
This is an old concession stand we're in. Not sure if it's been opened in a while, but not a bad spot to watch a game.
Maybe it's a spider hatchery now. Kind of looks like that. 1st and 10 for Chandler on the 46-yard line, up 35 now. They put a man in motion, and they're going to hand it off to him. That's number 7, Stephon Mackey. Going to gain about 5 on the play.
Yeah, I mean, Chandler hasn't done much tonight in the air outside of the one quick screen pass for the touchdown on the last drive, but probably going to see them start to run the ball and try and eat some clock and get out of here and get ready for next week.
They've looked very impressive tonight.
They have.
It's really. I mean, we talked about Jackson, we talked about Hill, but it's really up front's where it all happens.
Yeah, no, they've controlled the line. I mean, a lot of times games are won and lost on the line of scrimmage, and they really have controlled the line of scrimmage, both on the offensive side and the defensive line as well. So that bodes well for them moving forward into the semis next week.
This will be a 3rd down and 10 now for Chandler.
And the few times and then watching them during warm-ups too, I mean, I know they've kept the ball on the ground tonight, but Alex throws with nice ball. Ball comes nice out of his hand, nice tight spiral. So if they have to throw the ball later on, I think they'll be fine doing that. Just that little –
Man, Hill is just so impressive.
Yeah. I mean,
and you know he's going to make a move on you.
Yeah. And it's just kind of that stutter step, stop and start. And number 1 up for the Bombers was Kellen Hicks, was just trying to stay with him and just wasn't able to, and able to get around the corner there and pick up the 1st down.
3:17 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st down and 10 now for the Chandler Lions.
Not sure how the bracket breaks out. Do you know who they would potentially play next week?
Have to take a look here in just a second. I can do that. Let's talk a little bit about your LSU Tigers as well. We haven't to do that much this year yet. How about the Oklahoma Sooners? 2 very different seasons.
Yes.
For new coaches.
Time. Coach has called a timeout there. Had a little wrinkle in there on the pass play, but was a little nervous about the play clock, so the coach called a timeout there. We'll stay here. 2:54 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
First, let's talk a little bit. Let's talk some good news first. Let's talk about your LSU Tigers a little bit, especially after week one. Week one, it
was not good. Lost to a former teammate of mine, Mike Norvell.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, I grew up in New Orleans and I'm a big LSU guy. Did not look good after the loss to the Seminoles, but like I said, played with Mike Norvell at the University of Central Arkansas, so I was happy for him to get that big win, but wasn't looking pretty, but kind of turned it on. Jaden Daniels has really come into his own. Obviously had a little bit of a scare last week with the Hogs there in Arkansas, but was able to pull that one out and got UAB this week and then finish up with Texas A&M and then on to Atlanta to face Georgia in the SEC Championship. Yeah, Oklahoma, it's just been rough, man.
It's been, that's kind.
And then with
Jackson,
Oklahoma State too. I mean, good job by Jackson there.
So with Oklahoma, it's been really inconsistent. They started off really well, and then it kind of went, but it's kind of been a back and forth now. OSU started off really, really hot, and then since has just fallen off the map. I mean, they've just looked.
Spencer Sanders getting hurt kind of played a little bit of part into that. They've had some injuries and just haven't played well in the last couple weeks. And then I said Oklahoma. I mean, Venables had a tough job coming in. Had a lot of people obviously in the transfer portal. Kind of an entire wholesale change of the way that you go about doing things. So 21's here opening this flat.
So I was looking at the brackets. So I guess 2A didn't actually this year move to where they're going to be equal on the same time because
everybody else is kind of in this.
Yeah, so they've got more. Area. So they're really still around 2. which is, I guess, more like the quarters, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, the quarters will be next week, and then semis and finals.
Okay.
So Frederick and Chandler, winner of this game, will play the winner of Victory Christian and Prague. And I believe, let's see here.
This Chandler team's been impressive.
They are definitely good.
Frederick did a good job last week of beating Davis, and a game that most people thought Davis would win, but Frederick went in there. And
looks like Victory Christian is up 32-6 over Prague. So
it'll probably be Victory Christian
yeah,
and
Victory Christian
Chandler
versus Chandler next week.
Do we have any idea where that one would be? I'm asking a lot of questions of you, Billy, and I apologize.
I believe that will be I think both teams upset somebody in the first week. And so usually –
you can't play 2 games back-to-back at home or something if you're a lower seed, right?
Correct. My
that's
guess.
Kind of why Frederick. That's why we're here in Frederick this week.
My guess is it would be in Chandler. I mean, that would just be just a guesstimation.
Touchdown.
Handoff to Hill, and there's a flag though on the 10-yard line. I mean, Chandler runs the ball like this against anybody. They're going to have now. Jones also one of the best teams in the state in 2A. Beat them 40-7, I think, or something like that. Or they beat them pretty good earlier in the year as well. So, so there's a couple of teams out there that are good. But again, Washington is. I need to check that score again. But they were struggling against Oklahoma Christian, and Washington seemingly has been pretty invincible this year. Let's take a look at that score if I can get to it.
Yeah, I've been impressed with this Chandler team, though. I mean, obviously, Hill's kind of taking the show, but Jackson has also done a really good job at the quarterback position as well. So, and the defense has done a great job on some pretty good athletes. And
wide open over the middle is number 7, Stephon Mackey.
Yeah, came back to that play. That was a play that they were gonna run right before the timeout was called earlier in this drive, and just kind of that fake speed sweep to Hill, which has had such success tonight, and sneak a receiver out up the middle, and good job of footwork and good job of play fake by Jackson and hitting the open receiver.
So Chandler got the half 100. They got 55. Trying to make it 56. Kick is up and good. 56-14. Chandler in control here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Coast Technology Group specializes in audio, video, and lighting for schools, house of worship, home, and business. Work with our team's engineers to design the right system for your conference rooms, video telecommunications, stadiums, auditoriums, video walls, home theater, and automation. Whether your next project is large or small, let our team with over 150 years of combined experience help design the right system with simple, reliable technology.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, 56-14 now your score as Chandler extends their lead over the Frederick Bombers here at the Bomber Bowl on a cold November Friday night.
Yeah, if you're watching and you want to go back and watch, the games are up for a year, so if you're watching back at Chandler or watching here, there's got a hole.
Big hole, yeah. Inside Chandler territory again, down to the 45. Like to see the fight.
Yeah, there's Frederick's got some pieces for next year as well. I mean, obviously you lose your quarterback, obviously you lose your Kathy, so I mean that's going to be some big ones to replace. But
Kramer's a guy.
Kramer's a sophomore, and he's a dude now. So I mean he's going to have the ability to lead you probably back to the playoffs if you.
Number 1, Kellen Hicks also looked pretty good tonight.
Yeah,
he's just a junior. He'll be back.
Got to find a quarterback, though, I guess.
Ball handed off up the middle to the fullback, number 12, Alex Matthews. The junior, he'll also be back next year. Have a soft spot in my heart for the fullbacks.
I never really played with the fullback, Billy. I'm not gonna lie.
You didn't do that, yeah.
we were spread in high school and spread in college. Wow.
Another little burst of speed there by number 33.
DeAndre Jones, 5'8", 173 senior. Nice little run there by him.
Motor was going 100 miles an hour as soon as he had the ball. Right at a minute left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, you hate it for these Frederick seniors.
Yeah.
Obviously, tonight's going to sting, but, I mean, when you look back at the year as a whole, and you look back at big win at Davis, I mean, successful season, of course, but it always stings to lose that last one.
30 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Fourth down.
Yep.
Like I said, kudos, though, to the Chandler offense and defensive lines. They've done a great job. Most of the time, games are won up front. Whoever wins that line of scrimmage usually wins the game, and they've done a good job of controlling it all night.
So Kathy punts the ball away. It's just going to die.
Yeah.
That's how we'll end the third quarter. Yeah, 56-14 your score. Chandler over Frederick. You're watching 2A playoff football here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
To your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, get set for fourth quarter action. I want to thank our title sponsor, Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to the Bombers, and loyal to you. Member FDIC.
Fourth quarter here. Just had a little light show. And
I really wish, we talked about this last year when you were with us last year, I wish we had an in-press box camera just to catch the dance moves that Vincent Saylor's throwing out there.
And a singing voice. Don't forget.
Yeah,
I like to sing too.
Yeah, and some wooing going on too.
Yeah, got some wooing.
As Chandler will have the ball on their 14-yard line, 1st and 10 to start this fourth quarter. Up 42.
Like another running back in there.
Yep.
Mr. Hill's night may be done. We'll see.
They're going to hand to Mackey again.
Kathy comes from his defensive end spot and gets Mackey down for a lost yardage play.
So yeah, we didn't talk. So Oklahoma, let me get back to Oklahoma again. I'm gonna while you're here, I'm sitting on the couch. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit. But we found out very early, well, especially in the TCU game when Gabriel went down. They were already losing that game, but when he went down, we found out. Well, number one, they don't have a backup quarterback at all. And when I mean they don't have one, they don't have one. One of the Texans just absolutely got humiliated, and then. 3 interceptions a couple weeks ago by Gabriel. And listen, it makes total sense for them to go out and just hammer OSU tomorrow night. I mean, that makes total sense for that to happen because
Bedlam is
yeah, I mean,
Bedlam.
it's one of those things. There is a home game for OU, and it is senior night. Gabriel did not get to play against Texas, so he'd really like to have a part of the rivalries while he's been at Oklahoma. And so maybe that'll be something that happens there. The good news is Eric Gray is, as far as the running game for Oklahoma, has been killing it this year.
Pretty good,
yeah, he's been really good.
Well, I think Venables is going to lean on that a little bit. I think they're in a good position. I mean, they've got a good recruiting class coming in from all indications, and defense is getting a little bit better here and there.
That's number 22, Felix Cargill for Chandler.
I mean, but you were completely changing the mindset of the entire team.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You lost with the transfers.
Right.
You lost. It's half your roster got turned over, and that's
right. That's tough for anybody to deal with. I mean, yeah, they've had some great recruiting classes and things like that in the last couple of years, but that's tough for anybody to deal with. So, unfortunately, not the year that the people here in Oklahoma wanted to see. But
so you've got TCU and Kansas State at the top
right.
of the Big 12. It was a high snap there. Nice job by the punter to get that one. And
we will welcome you guys into the SEC here in the next couple of years.
I kind of feel like we're going to be, I don't know, we're definitely going to be treated like the new guy. I'm already kind of feeling that.
I think you'll have a better – I think the SEC will accept you guys a little bit better than Texas.
Well, I don't doubt that at all. That's I mean, everybody should.
I don't think anybody in the SEC
I just
likes Texas.
I just kind of get the feeling that you're going to be treated as the new guy for a while, and it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, it'll be
interesting to see how they break it down. I saw an article the other day that Sankey, Commissioner Sankey, is kind of leaning towards and hoping that they just kind of go like the Big 12 is going right now with the. With just kind of the round robin, no divisions, no quad, and just kind of play that. Now, the problem you run into that for some of the SEC people probably will be you will lose some of those long-time built-in rivalries.
Yeah.
Right now, a West school always plays an East school every year, so LSU's, ours is Florida, Alabama's is Tennessee, and then Georgia and Auburn play every year. So you're going to lose probably some of that, but, I mean, that's what happens kind of when things change. I mean, NIL obviously has changed college football a ton, but.
And up to number 3, Rice Neugebauer for the Frederick Bombers.
Last play, too, also number 6. Got to get his hands on the ball. Talon Sheffield, another sophomore. But, yeah, it'll be an interesting looks like with TV's money and stuff like that, they are going to hold it out and wait until that 2025 season. You wish they would just do it now since everybody kind of already knows about it.
Nobody wants us here anymore. I mean, like, so how does that work? Like in a conference, like when you get Oklahoma and Texas in there, like it's one of those things where like you guys aren't going to be here. Why are you talking right now?
Right. And then I mean I think some of those other guys that are coming before might be coming in 2024.
And
so
Gonzaga's being talked about, especially Gonzaga's had not a football, had a basketball, Big 12 and basketball, so that's going to make them really arguably one of the best basketball conferences anyway. Going to make them a ton better.
Kramer gets it this
Kramer
time.
Gets the ball again. Yeah, I looked up because I heard Gonzaga and I thought, I wonder when's the last time they had football. I think it was like in 1940 something. And they lost to a high school. So
I don't think
that was the beginning of the end of their football program at Gonzaga.
But that's the part that's just crazy to me. I mean, so now you're going to have Baylor travel to Gonzaga.
Well, the way the conferences look nowadays, East
West
Coast to West Coast. Yeah.
I mean, West Virginia's Virginia's going to travel to Spokane to go play. That's
logistically makes no sense.
No. And it's not that bad in football because you got to, but I mean, the basketballs, the baseball. I mean, basketball, you got a Tuesday game. If you're West Virginia, you got a Tuesday game at Gonzaga.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just.
2nd and 8 now for the Frederick Bombers. 7:30 left to go in the ball game. Talon Sheffield in the backfield. Takes a handoff. Ball's thrown to the corner
Touchdown.
of the end zone.
Oh, no, a little bit short.
Kellen Hicks again with the catch.
God, I like the way the ball comes out of Guyton's hands, though. Guyton.
He throws the ball really well.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of a flick of a wrist, and it gets out there good. It's got a nice tight spiral to it. Timing is usually pretty good on some of those out routes and deep comebacks and things, so.
Be first and goal from the 1 for the Bombers.
Just hate he wasn't able to get going tonight and just kind of got behind the 8 ball pretty early in this game, and then
handoff again to, I think it's Reese Neugebauer, the 5'8 senior.
Good to see some of these seniors getting some carries here late in the game.
So Chandler will move on. I think they've got a decent chance.
Yeah, I mean, they were very impressive tonight up front. Jackson looks good running and throwing the ball, and then Hill was very, very impressive with the way that he's able.
Probably thrown up for grab, pass intended for Alfred Cathy.
A good job of coverage on the outside there by number 6. Called his name earlier in the game as well. A good job of coverage on the outside, trying to throw that fade to the big Mr. Cathy. And
the braided nation for the Lions.
Unable to come down with it.
And I might try that again. You have to fade him a little more, though. He's got help on the inside. Said they're going to pitch it to Colin Sheffield. He's going to be stopped. Bring up a 4th down. Chandler fans still
they're still
they want to stop
it.
right here.
Yeah, they don't want to score here. They're still into it, and they might just be cheering to stay warm.
It's also very possible. 42 points with 6 minutes left to go in the ball game.
I can't feel my feet.
Vincent can't feel his feet. Listen,
I'm
Adam
good everywhere else.
Yeah.
Adam doesn't want to hear anything because he's out there in it. I mean, we're in an open air press box, but we're not
back
in
the
it.
pass and throws it out and picked off.
Yeah, picked off in the end zone by number 11.
Going to be a touchback.
Number 11, Ty Garver.
5:41 left to go in the ball game.
Going to be a touchback. Going to bring it out to the 20 here. Yeah, I hate to see the season end this way for Frederick, but like I said, in a couple weeks when the dust settles, they'll probably look back at this season and
it was a successful season.
Thinks it was a successful season and got that playoff win at Davis. Finished 8-3.
So Millwood moves on. They beat Lindsay 38-12. Victory Christian will take on Chandler 32-8 up over Prague. Kiefer and Vian. Kiefer with still a 2-point lead over Vian with 6 minutes left to go, 14-12. Jones up touchdown, 1 touchdown over Community Christian there in the 4th quarter. Ball handed off to number 22, Felix Cargill. Also, Sequoia Claremont up 35-7 over Eufaula. Idabel up 24-12 over Beggs. Washington now has a 1-touchdown lead, 18-11 over Oklahoma Christian.
In 5A, Carl Albert looks like they're going to take care of Del City, 19-0. Grove up 27-19 over Guthrie. 5 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Bishop McGinnis, 28. Coweta, 21. Looks like 11 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter in that one, so that one could come down.
Felix Cargill, with the 5'9", 135-pound sophomore with a nice run there. First down and 10 for Chandler.
And McAllister looks like they're going to handle Piedmont.
McAllister's, I don't know who I pick. I still like Bishop McGinnis quite a bit. I mean, I think they're
Carl Albert or Bishop McGinnis was kind of my two. Del City was rocking and rolling there for a while.
Yeah.
But looks like Carl Albert's going to take care of them this week. Poto up 14-7 over Clinton. Cushing 42-7.
Whew.
Billy, we called that 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right.
We said the Berkowitz boys would win a state title before they left, and they're
on their way right now.
Yeah, they're on to the semis.
And that's, you're calling the Elgin game. This is one of those things that you see with a team like Cushing. We saw that a couple years ago. We thought, a couple years they're going to really, when you get into the playoffs, it might take a year or two. It's playoff football is a whole different thing, right? When you get there and you had a successful season, and you try to, and then you want to.
So for the viewers back home, I'm the color guy for Elgin usually. Yep. And Elgin obviously moved up to 5A this year and really surprised a lot of people with the way that we played and finished second in 5A1 behind Midwest City and kind of in a barn burner there at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Lost with about 5 seconds left on the clock. Almost won that district. And went and played. Now, Guthrie came to us last week, but Guthrie was senior laden.
Yeah.
The one thing about Elgin, I mean, Elgin is nothing but sophomores, freshmen, and a couple sprinkled in with a couple juniors, so mostly freshmen and sophomores. And talking to Coach Wyatt after the game, that was the thing. That's us in 2 years.
Right.
I mean, and then going even far back as Michael Jordan. I mean, Michael Jordan and the Bulls lost a ton of games when he was a ton of playoff series when he was young in his career, and that made them into what they are, what they became. And, I mean, that's how that goes. And, I mean, that's how playoff football goes, too. I mean, you got a bunch of freshmen and sophomores.
Felix Clark.
He had the edge there, just tripped over that.
And you're right. And that's I told you before the year, I didn't know how well that would work with Elgin moving up. And then you saw them about 2-3 games, and you thought, man, they look pretty good.
Right. That was the same thing, like I said, kind of going back to it, though, that was what we talked about with Cushing. I mean, Cushing, when we saw them play 2 years ago, the Berkowitz boys were sophomores. Yeah. A lot of the team was freshmen and sophomores. Yep. And they ended up losing to Blanchard that night. Yeah. But we came away with, okay, these kids are good. And I mean, obviously 42-7 against a good Blanchard team right now. Moving on to the semis, and I think they'll take 4A unless
Chandler
Wagner may have something to say about that on the defensive side. I mean, that would be a fun game to watch just because Cushing is such a powerhouse on the offensive side. And
I see Elgin getting there. I mean, Chalmers is doing a great job. I think they look. I just thought, I think this is the first. This had a great season going to the playoffs. It's going to be tough. Guthrie hosting a home game. That's huge. I mean, you get to that, the playoffs. That is a step in the right direction. And,
no doubt about it. I mean, I live in the community, and it was a fun ride, and and like I said,
lots of talent there. There's lots of talent.
Yeah, they're excited. I mean, Trace Lore's a sophomore as a quarterback. Matt Lund's still only a junior. Feels like he's been there forever. Ritson Myers, a freshman, he plays both linebacker and running back. And, I mean, he is an absolute man-child. Had about close to 1,000 yards of total offense and probably about 70 or 80 tackles on the defensive side of the ball. And he's only a freshman. And Brody Morrison, the safety, is a freshman. So, I mean, things are looking good there.
Pass complete to Kellen Hicks for another first down. 1:40 left to go in the ball game. Chandler fans.
They're still in it, man.
They are still in this.
Like I said, I think some of it has to do with the coldness. Caffey can't hold on to that one. Yeah, you hate it for him. I mean, obviously he's a senior, but just didn't play his best tonight. A lot of the offense revolves around him and Kramer, and tonight just wasn't his night and wasn't Frederick's night.
2nd and 10 now, 1:33 left to go. Dayton drops back to pass again. Got a man open and dropped number 31, Sidney Smith, the 6'3" tight end. We do a 3rd and 10 now for Frederick.
Yeah, good throw right there. And put some touch on it as well, kind of the corner route, and just unable to come down with it. 1:28 left. 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
Adrian Gayton, the 6'2" senior.
It was a fun atmosphere, though, and a fun game.
It has been fun, yeah. It has been fun here.
Didn't know what to expect coming here to Frederick, but
Gayton forced out of the pocket. He doesn't want to run. He wants to throw the ball, but he's going to run this one anyway, and it's a nice job of getting a few yards.
Yeah, he wanted to get that one downfield, but wasn't able to, but still did a good job of fighting out of the pressure and making it a 4th and short here.
4th and 2 now. 1:18 left to go in the ball game.
But yeah, these Chandler folks don't want to see.
They want to see them score.
Yeah.
Gayton will have the first down for Frederick. 1:12 left to go in the ball game.
I need that little jet car.
Yeah, that little car was cool.
I need that thing. I need that in my life.
I call it the FHS Spirit.
Yep.
Gayton drops back to pass. All kinds of pressure. Comfortable in the pocket and throws a ball that's up for grabs. And Kathy makes the catch on this one for the touchdown.
Kathy comes down with that one. I mean, 6'5", just put it up there and did a good job of coming down with it. Makes it 56-20. But, yeah, cool atmosphere out here in Frederick. And
if you like Top Gun, let's just say
this is
make
your
a trip out
place.
here for at least pregame. You will like this place. Grow your mustache and come on out here.
I'm sure with the resurgence of Top Gun 2 this year, makes it a little bit more fun. Our kicker's in here to tow another one away. We're missing a player, though.
Logan Biggs, number 56, the kicker, senior.
Good job by the refs not.
They on the play clock or anything.
Yeah.
No point at this point. A little toe ball, and it's going to be good. 56-21 now your score. We're going to keep it right here. 54 seconds left to go in this ball game. We want to thank Bank First for their sponsorship. Bank First is ready to help with all your financial needs. Stop by and visit us today at 200 North Main Street in Frederick. (56-21). 77 total points scored here tonight.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how Chandler does in the next round.
They had a very similar week last week. I think it was 48-16 last week when they beat Hennessy.
Hill was very impressive. So,
yeah, he's really impressive.
I like Jackson, too, a lot. He was able to run the ball fairly well. And then the few opportunities that he did have to throw the ball, was really impressed with the way that the ball came out of his hand and the poise that he showed. So they could be a tough out moving forward. Looks like we're going to go ahead and get a little onside kick here.
I love me some onside kick action. Logan Biggs at the – you can get this here. Still playing for these seniors. You're playing for experience. Anytime you get a chance to do something like this, it's going to bounce sideways, not quite get where it needs to get.
Nope.
So that's where Chandler will take over. Likely see them hopefully take a knee or two.
Yeah, more than likely. Just depends on.
Unless they're going to get some of the other kids some action, which could happen as well.
No, they still got 22 back there, so maybe a handoff to him. And Billy, it was fun, man. It was good to see you again.
Yeah,
good to be
absolutely.
back in the booth with you and Caleb. Caleb worked with me last week, though.
Yeah.
Adam Extraordinaire Gutierrez on the
Best
camera.
cameraman in the business.
He is.
Jackson's going to take it.
Kinda.
Yeah. He intended to take it like that, but he did. Bring up a second down.
There we go.
Well, we know where we're not going.
Well, yeah.
No, we would have. Well, we appreciate Subway, also one of our sponsors tonight. They just got a shout out from the press box. Their workers down there about to be very, very busy.
Yep.
Is my guess. Chandler's going to take a knee, and they're going to win this one 56-21. They're going to move on. The Frederick Balmer season comes to an end. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. I want to thank all of our sponsors. Bank First, of course, our title sponsor, but other sponsors as well. Subway at 800 South Main brings new bold flavors along with old favorites to satisfied guests every single day. Also, if you need groceries, United Supermarket and other things, 315 North Main Street here in Frederick, and Morningstar Construction. Our goal is to provide customers with quality workmanship at affordable prices. It has always been and still is our mission to form close, lasting relationships with all of our clients. That will do it for us here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. For Vincent Saylor, Adam Gutierrez, and Caleb Hannibas, I'm Billy Palmer. Have a good weekend, everybody.
See you guys next year.